I'll probably take the day off tomorrow.
What she's going to do is go back to school, get a certificate degree in
Say we have to start on
counseling.
They need to take it from me.
Spread this out instead of doing it in 1 week. And why this week? I know. We had a great fall and man, it just dumped without a paycheck. So they can.
If oh, okay. There's I went to the show where it's and I some got in the conversation well, definitely
It's a little wobbly.
I saw that.
Oh.
I really didn't know about the numbers.
Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It always takes. How many caucuses?
You rate about the
Yeah, my dad works for, yes, my dad works for Tyson. He works for copies. They're like part-time. They like private. Yes. Yes. I know. I know that I had a kidney transplant 10 months ago. So, yeah. I know. And yeah, I go to OU now though. My friends right away. Yes. For the law school. International law and international practice.
But you know you're perfectly right.
Yes, I'm doing some Romanian program, so for the doctor. No, but I understand.
Attention 57 here. We would like 1 or 2 volunteers to come up and pass out ballots for 57. Come right up and report from the table. We're going to get started in just a minute. Get the last people signed in. I'll sign in here.
I just thought.
What'd you say? Your boots are. Thank you. I'm in Oklahoma, so I didn't expect it to snow this much. Like it gets like 3 inches in Oklahoma, and I was like, I'll be fine. Yeah, perfect. And so NPR sent me out there, and they were like, it's gonna be cold, and I was like, it's gonna be cold. So then I had to TJ Maxx.
Very cold. Yeah, so they're cute.
Thank you. $15. I don't know where my recording partner is. There he is. Oh my god.
Just 3 minutes. Oh no.
Yeah.
About 60 seconds, folks. We'll get going. Again, if you're voting, please try to move forward. You don't want any intros in between people. You pass out ballots in a short bit, but don't write on it. Don't vote. We won't be collecting them until a few minutes from now. Get our last people signed in. While we're doing that, we have a very special guest with us tonight. Susan Hutchinson, stand up in the corner over here. She is Asa Hutchinson's wife. So we're going to kind of go out of order so that she can speak to everyone and then depart and go talk to some of the other people there. But our first order of business is find a flag. We don't have one in the room, so I'm going to hold one up here with my hand. And if you would rise with me and join in our Pledge of Allegiance. Jess, will you lead it?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now we'll have Fort Des Moines' own Pastor Mike give us a benediction here.
Let's pray. Father God, we thank you so much for this nation. And I thank you, Lord, for the opportunity as neighbors and Father, just in this community, to be able to gather together in this room and do this great thing that we're doing. We're doing something great for our nation, and we take this as a high honor and privilege. And I ask God that you would bless what happens here tonight. I ask a blessing over all of the candidates who are running, and I just pray, God, that you would be with us in this room. We pray this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. Amen.
All right, so we have our three precinct people up here. We have Kathleen, Jess, and my name is Craig Bergman, 58, 57, 61. We're going to kind of do this in unison to run through it. We have some party business we have to attend to very quickly. Then we'll pass out the ballots and do a straw poll vote. Then we have more party business. If you want to be part of the delegate process and part of that party business, you've got to stay for the whole thing. If you don't, once we have the results and we phoned them in, you are dismissed at that time if you wish to go on and do other things like watch the games on tonight or something. Go ahead, let's hit that. We'll get this started.
So, non-administrative purpose of the caucus. We're here as Republican members, number one. And you ask us to
We'd like a $5 donation if so desired.
to conduct a straw poll. Number two, to elect 2 precinct people to the county central committee. Number 3, to elect delegates, alternates, and new delegates to the county.
Troy, can you pass this around?
Number 4, if applicable, to elect precinct people to any committees for the county commission. And 5, to discuss and submit platform issues to the convention. All I'm going to say is Polk County.
Yeah, this goes to your local party right here in Polk County so they can pay to print all this stuff again in 2 years.
And if you get $25 more, we will need your contact information to contact you back.
Okay, so we're only asking for 5 for Lincoln. One $5 bill. Put in the bag if you would. All right, so what's our next order? Permanent chairs? Permanent chairs. Okay, we are the temporary chairs from either being appointed or having been elected 2 years ago. I've been doing this since 1986 with Jack Kemp when he ran in 1988. I love it, would love to stand for it again, but we have to elect a permanent chair for tonight's meeting and a permanent secretary. We have to do that with our 3 bodies. I would put my name in right here for 58 and look for the body to say either they want someone else to do it or by acclamation. We have a second and a motion. Any other nominations? So moved by acclamation, say aye.
Aye.
I've done 3 caucuses, and I also would put my name in.
Thanks, Secretary.
All right.
Aye.
And my first year. And so,
So moved. Okay, now we need a second. secretary man? Right here. Right back there. And your name again was Steve?
Steve Wiseman.
I nominate Steve. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, seeing none, by acclamation say aye. Aye. Thank you, Steve. Can you join me down front here?
I also need a secretary. Do I have any nominations?
Secretary has to fill out some paperwork, has to sign a few things, and certify that what she does is legit. It's a witness. Someone with some good handwriting.
Rachel? Rachel is the nominated secretary.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. All right, folks, we have it. Mr. Guest was next on our agenda. Our attendees for the, flip it over. I'm pretty sure we're electing our presidential poll. All right, let's pass our ballots out, folks. We should have the 2 officers and 2 volunteers. Troy Bishop, I know you're one with us here. Let's go down front. Oh, we were going to have the governor speak. Let's take a break from that real quick and let the governor's wife speak. Go ahead. We're doing this a little out of order here so she can go and hit a couple other precincts here. We have a VIP, so thank you, my dear. There's no mic. They don't work here.
All right. It's time to speak class and not shout, but
Project.
project. Thank you. Yes, I'm Asa Hutchinson's wife. We met at Boston University in Greenville, South Carolina, our final semester.
Yeah.
And I
Just, she's just
stalked him and I twisted. Daughter would say all the way to Memphis in hopes he would.
yeah. Yes, we'll collect.
So he's a man of small means, blue collar.
Want to be our other volunteer to hand them out?
Has dad was a youth, but a car salesman off the back of the truck to support 7 children. Ace is the youngest of 6, I'm number 2 of 7. So we know about family, and he grew up on a farm, so he knows about that. I grew up in the city watching my dad work extra hours trying to get a commission so he could take care of all of us. He ended up sending some of us that wanted to go to college to Bob Jones University. I graduated there with a biology major and chemistry minor. He graduated with accounting and went on to law school at Fayetteville and started a Christian radio station together up there in Northwest Arkansas. Started a non-denominational Christian school, Apostles Creed, we just kept giving and giving, and everybody was a Democrat. And the lawyers, except him and 2 other guys in our one county, they told him, if you don't become a Democrat and work that way, you will have no future as a Republican in Arkansas. And that was pretty much true, except in 1980, President Reagan was elected, and he needed a Republican lawyer somewhere. And lo and behold, Este was the nominee, and he got it. And he served at age 31. He took down the Aryan nation known as Covenant Sword and Arm of the Lord and put them in prison. He went on to go after the drug cartel, one of which was Roger Clinton, brother of Bill Clinton. He put him in prison for cocaine distribution. He took on Democrats, Republicans, anybody breaking the law, and he was a wonderful cop. He put on a bulletproof vest and negotiated with the Covenant Sword and Arm of the Lord out in the dirt road. There were killers there, and nobody was fired a shot. They let the women go, they let the children go, and he prosecuted. But that's when we found out that the Aryan nation had come to kill us 2 years earlier to our house and kill us all because he had prosecuted them. So the man is fearless. He's calm, he's cool, he's collected, he's kind, he's friendly, he is so smart, and he cares about people. He's tough as nails when it comes to the job. Bush leaned on him to resign his seat in Congress and come over and head up the DEA. He went after drug traffickers and he found ways to help the kids not get back into drugs once the DEA left. He's very, very successful. 9/11 happened a month after he was appointed. as DEA, and again, about a year and a half later, George W. Bush asked him to leave the DEA and come over and head up, work on Homeland Security. They had to create it and build it out of 22 different agencies. So it was part of his unit, 110,000 people. He had to keep the jihadists out of the way. He had to secure the border. He knows how to do that. He worked with Mexico. They worked it out. He took down the Tijuana cartel and the process of that. And did I mention before he left Congress, there was a little thing called an impeachment. He was going to present it. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. He presented the case against our home state government. He risked his political status, his future, his reputation to do the right thing. To hold a man accountable, even though he was president, as to the laws he had. So when I say he'll work for you, he'll do the right thing, he will do it. He knows how to do it. He knows how to balance the budget. He did it for Arkansas as governor. It's just been done here for a year. You all heard Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, first woman in Arkansas. He left her $2 billion surplus, of course, with a balanced budget. He bought computer coding, we're number one in the nation in computer coding, and all of our schools, we have at least 23,000 students taking it. So he knows how to do all these things that's responsible. Oh, he worked with the FBI, so he knows how they're misbehaving. He knows they shouldn't be doing those things. And he knows how to reconstruct it, get the right people in place, and get them back to going after the real crimes and doing the right thing. So he's all about that. Oh, he has an honorary doctorate degree from Washington University, what he did. Thank you very much.
You already know who you're voting for. I can't tell you not to write it down, but we are going to have other speakers while after we're done passing this out, okay? So if everyone from each precinct will get their folks. Make sure they're in a good row. Make sure they're in a good row. Yep, just go to the back and start.
Thank you.
There.
Keep one for yourself, Mike.
Here, hold that. All right, he's passing.
They're all sticking together. So we'll pass 5 of them down this way.
What is it? Hey, you do one row, I'll do the other.
3.
How many are voting? Raise your hand if you're voting in the aisle. We've got our 4, 5, 6, 7.
What do you got here? You doing this row, Mike?
Yes.
Okay, I'll grab this row here. 1, 2, 3.
There's 3 more people past us, too.
7. 4. We got this one good. 3. 5. 6.
Okay, should be it. So sorry.
You want to get this one, Troy? Yeah. I'll get this one while we have here. 1, 2, 3.
So tell me if you didn't get one. No, you got extras. Okay. Raise your hand if you're voting in this aisle. If you are actually voting. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys voting? Raise your hand. Are you voting? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Mike's got this row, you got this row. I think you might have some of that. Oh, okay. You're good? You got some extra here. Don't give them extras.
Hey, you got one. Sir.
Vote early, vote often. That's down to the captain.
Oh, you need more? I need more. I just wanted to be known that in my row.
Guys got yours? Good. Anyone at 58 not get a ballot? All right. Got one for yourself? You got one for yourself?
Very simple.
Thanks.
You got one for yourself?
I do. Thank you.
All right.
Cool, thank you.
Grab all the rest of the blank lines, put them in this Ziploc bag, toss it up here, everybody can see it. What do I do with mine? Okay. We have some extra documents here. That's fine.
A few things just to get out of the way.
All right, we're going to talk about the candidates who'd like to speak. Who would like to speak on behalf of a candidate? Come right down here to your group.
Project.
You can say who you are and who you're voting for. They're all individual precincts. So.
Okay, can you all hear me? Hi, neighbors. My name is Shannon Damascus. I'm a follower of Jesus, a wife, a mom, and a grandma, and I hold the title of children's minister at our church. The issues that concern me the most in this crazy world are the ones that deal with children. After praying about and evaluating all the candidates, by listening to what they say, seeing what they do about what they say, and recognizing who they are as a person, their character, Governor Ron DeSantis is my choice for President of the United States. Governor DeSantis has said that all human life should be protected, and what he has done is pass the Heartbeat Protection Act in Florida. He also passed pro-family policies in Florida, which included permanent sales tax exemptions for baby and toddler necessities, support for foster families, and support for crisis pregnancy centers that serve pregnant and postpartum women. Governor DeSantis has said that parents have every right to be involved in their children's education, and what he has done is he has made it possible for all children in Florida to receive a private education by passing a school choice bill, much like the one that our wonderful governor here in Iowa passed. He has forced public schools to be transparent in their curriculum choices, banned sexually explicit books in grade schools, and excluded unauthorized narratives like critical race theory in Florida's curriculum. As a father, Ron DeSantis has said that children need to be protected, and what he has done is he fought back against corporations that are trying to push transgender ideologies onto families and children. When I look at the character of Ron DeSantis, and I see the people who have endorsed him in our great state, people such as Governor Kim Reynolds, Bob Vanderplas, 42 Iowa state legislators, over 120 pastors and faith leaders, and 26 Iowa sheriffs. And then I see his beautiful wife, Casey, who he supported throughout her battle with cancer. I see how much he loves his 3 children. I see a man that is a capable leader, because what he does is what he says. He is a loving husband, a doting father, and someone that we can be proud of in the White House. Ron DeSantis is a fighter who never backs down. He knows that America is worth fighting for, and so therefore I ask you to join me tonight in caucusing for Governor Ron DeSantis for President of the United States. Thank you.
Is there anyone who'd like to go on?
First, thank you for participating. My name is Dawn Roberts, and in April, I had the privilege of seeing Nick in 3 different situations, all in one day. I had been a widow for 2.5 years at this point, and forced myself to go to a physical forum alone. Not knowing exactly where to go, I went early about 8:30 a.m. and entered an open door at the event center. I sat down and started visiting. Then after several minutes, I noticed a buffet in the background. I asked her, what is it? Where are we? And
Let's take a break for a minute. I can't quite hear you. Signaling.
Staring down the most corrupt, dishonest, and vicious opponents of the president. And he did it all with courage, strength, and
All right, folks, this is real
for
simple.
all of us.
I have two issues when it comes to this message. One, the economy, two, the war.
We're just taking a little break over here because her voice is so soft. We want to make sure people. Yeah, do you want to speak from maybe over there? Kind of in the middle where they can hear you, Dawn?
The United States dollar is 17 cents less than it was to begin with. That's across the nation.
We'll see if everyone can hear here. Just give them a minute, okay?
Just feel like he's your kid.
My kids are
He needs to be yelled at.
At the end of the day, the time is depends on whoever it is. We all need to have time and commitment. We need to get Joe Biden out of office. And I believe
You know, that would be great if you want to.
Let's wait until these people are very loud.
Because you can't hear me.
We can't hear you over them. They're very loud.
Okay, that'd be great. I think you can.
President Trump is fighting for us, and now it's time for us to stand with him. If your vote for President Trump will secure the borders on day one, will stop the violence, disasters in place in the state of our economy, will end the weaponization of government, and get rid of the deep state once and for all.
It's cramming us all in
Defend
one
our
room.
lives, our children, and our communities, stop the war in Ukraine, and return to peace and strength. Millions of Americans are counting on the people of Iowa tonight. It's time to finish what we started and make America great again. Ask yourself, are you better off today than 4 years ago? Do you feel safer? I'm not better off, nor do I feel safe.
Because this auditorium is really not designed for multiple speakers at a time, we're going to take breaks and let us alternate between them for folks to speak. We have a lot of people who want to speak, and whether it's like 3 people that want to have 1 minute each, or whatever. So you can pay attention over here. Maybe you'll get to hear somebody talk 3 times, but it'll be a little more better. So Troy Bishop is talking here for Nikki Haley.
I'm going to be reading Don Roberts' speech for her. I've got a lot of ways. First, thank you for participating tonight. It is important. My name is Don Roberts, and in April I had the privilege of seeing Nikki in 3 situations in 1 day. I had been a widow for 2.5 years and forced myself to go to a political forum alone. Not knowing exactly where to go, I went early about 8:30 a.m. and entered an open door at the event center on 100th Street. I sat down and started visiting with people at the table. Then after several moments, I noticed the buffet, asked what this was, and they said, a 1,000 a plate breakfast. A little embarrassed, I excused myself and said I must be in the wrong place. As I tried to exit, Senator Joni Ernst, the moderator of the forum, entered with Nikki. She introduced me to her, and we talked for a few minutes. You can learn a lot about a person in that type of situation. I believe and still do that she is the real thing. As I tried to leave, a staff member invited me to stay, so I did. I heard her actually answer tough questions with a plan 1 at a time to a small group, and I was impressed. Then I moved into the large foreign policy forum with several hundred people. She answered again all the questions, reflecting her knowledge and background as former ambassador to the UN. Then a week later, I read that she was pro-life, not because the party told her to, but because her husband was adopted because she had trouble having her children. However, she did not judge pro-choice, just as she hoped people did not judge her for being pro-life, as it's a personal matter. I thought that took a special skill, and we need someone who has the skills to allow us to defer and still communicate respectfully with each other. Because of this and her background, the fact that she has been a successful governor, elected twice, and also successfully served as ambassador to the United Nations, I committed early to Nikki, and I have not been sorry. Nikki has come a long way since then. In Iowa, she's within single digits in second place with 20%. Nationally, a Wall Street Journal shows that Nikki crushes Biden by 17%. She is our strongest candidate against Biden, and Nikki beats Biden in all the swing states. Therefore, all of her opponents are attacking and see her as a threat because, number one, she has the experience, the values, and has proven on the debate stage over and over again the communication skills that voters want to see at the White House. Number two, she can unite conservatives and appeal to the suburban Republicans who drifted away from our party. Nikki has always been underestimated, and she has never lost an election in her life. Let's choose strength over chaos. Imagine a president with grit and grace. Nikki is the new generation leader we need in Washington. She would be someone our children and grandchildren could look up to and be proud of. Your ballot is secret tonight. Vote your heart, and I hope you will join me in casting your vote for Nikki Haley. Thank you.
Is there anyone for Vivek who would like to speak for him here to the group tonight? Hearing none, seeing none. Okay. Are there any other candidates besides Donald J. Trump that anyone would like to speak for? All right.
Hey, wait a second. I've been raised credit.
What's that?
I would like to speak to.
For Donald Trump?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go real quick, and you can have the balance of my time. She already kind of did it here. I think everyone can pretty much hear me. I've been told I talk too loud and too much. So we'll go here. My name is Craig Bergman. Lived on the South Side almost my whole life. Been precinct chairman since I volunteered for Jack Kemp in 1986. You know, they come to Iowa 2 years early before the 1988. I was also on 5 presidential campaigns as a paid national staffer, including Newt Gingrich, Alan Keyes, Jack Kemp, and Ron Paul. So I've been all across the party, seen it on every front. I did not vote for Donald Trump in the 2016 primary because he was a New York East Coast liberal who was friends with Bill and Hillary Clinton. However, when he won the election and governed as probably what I consider the greatest or second greatest president of the 20th century, he earned my absolute respect. And I have no problem saying that hundreds of thousands of ballots mysteriously appeared at 3 o'clock in the morning in 7 particular states. And we have had issues with that. So I know almost everyone in here has their mind made up, but there are few people who may have come here leaning on the fence. And if you're leaning on the fence, looking at what Donald Trump did, what he might do, and then the old question of all, electability, can he win? Ron Paul, could he win? Yeah. Did he? No. Alan Keyes, could he? Yeah. Did he? No. Jack Kemp, Newt Gingrich, everyone I backed until Donald Trump came in third. So I got bronze medals in the closet and no gold. And I'm going for the gold this time for real because of what Donald Trump did. Okay? And whether he's electable or not is the end of this republic if we don't believe that. If we give up that in our heart and say, I got to vote for someone else because they won't let him, then that flag I held up better have a hammer and sickle or a swastika on it, because that's the government they're going to get.
Hi everyone, my name is Robert Buchanan, okay, and just recently I started a caucus. I've only did it twice, okay. As everyone can see what's going on in the world, it's bad. Okay, we have a president that's not the president. We got other people running the country. I want to let you know just a few things. She named off a whole bunch of them. Donald Trump, when he was in presidency, he did over 50 international deals. There was $5,600 in people's pockets per month. And he put $42 billion into farmers. He stood up to China. He built 500 miles of wall. He kept the caucuses here first. Okay? He puts diesel gas all year, sells all year round. Donald Trump is how I use an analogy, is like this high school. Okay, you've got a 7th grader, you've got a 9th grader. Do you want the 7th grader coming in and trying to take over and know everything? He doesn't know everything. The 9th grader knows everyone, knows how they work, knows the teachers. Donald Trump knows who's in office. He knows who should be there, and he knows who shouldn't be there. I vote for Donald Trump because he's the only president that I've ever seen that looks out for we the people. Yeah. So, I mean, if you, like he said, if you're on the fence line and you're worried about who's going to be president, look at the track records of the president. Look what they are trying to do to our president. I call our president, my president is Donald Trump. And when you got 99 indictments, and they're all Democratic states, okay, something is wrong. Okay, so I vote for Donald Trump, and I hope you do too.
For one last minute, Pastor Mike. Over here. What?
Right here.
We got one right here?
Yeah.
4.
Donald Trump.
Well, we already have 3 for Donald Trump.
Okay.
So, we're going to give a last one here to Ron DeSantis.
I'm going to take a moment. I kind of wanted to just speak on behalf of Governor Ron DeSantis. My wife spoke very eloquently, so I don't need to add anything to what she said. As a pastor, I want you to know that I've met with almost all of the candidates, by the way, including Trump, privately. We did that on June 1st. Not saying that as a boastful thing or anything like that, because they're all just people. But at the end of the day, when I look at a candidate, the thing that I want to know about is what are they saying, and we all know this, because we've done this before. They say sweet nothings in our ears every 4 years. What have they done? That's very important. And their character, who are they? That's critical. So those 3 things, looking at all the candidates, I feel the most one that follows all of those, checks all those boxes for me, is Governor Ron DeSantis. And I'm putting my vote toward him. Not because I'm against anybody else, but praise God, we've got some good choices in this race, to be honest.
Amen.
And I don't think we should be divisive about it.
Amen.
But I think the reality is this race, even though the mainstream media has all called it, it's not over yet. We haven't even voted tonight. So just know that what they say is based on people walking into a place. It's not based on these actual votes. Your vote still counts, and it still matters. So vote what you feel is right. But look at what they've said, look at what they've done, and look at who they are. And then put your vote on this piece of paper and turn it in. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Go ahead and vote, and in about 2 minutes, we'll walk by and collect them. If you need pens, we got plenty up here. If you need a pen, we got moving around here. Go ahead and ask your neighbors. We brought a box. We need some pens here. Here's the pen back. Anyone need a pen? Raise your hand. Bring your pens.
Right here. Right here.
Right here? There we go. Hang on to your ballots in your seats. We'll come by. No, where's the walk? All right, if you're in your seat, you want to go ahead and pass it down to the end. Go ahead and collect them.
Here you go. This one came, this ended up in the back.
You can come down. You're good. Help collect. Walk them past. You got any more ballots? Are there any ballots we don't have?
Please take the pen and pass it down as soon as
I think we've got all their ballots.
you got all of them.
You have some? Awesome. We got them right here. We have any?
Too many teenagers.
All right, we're going to Haley.
Oh, you got it.
That's for a really tall student.
Trump 1. Trump 1.
Nikki 11.
Nikki 11.
DeSantis 2.
DeSantis 2.
Asa 1.
Asa 1. And no Vivek.
No.
Okay, we get yours.
You got mine?
Yep. Trump
11.
11.
DeSantis 3.
DeSantis 3.
Haley 6.
Haley 6. And nothing, nothing. And yours? 13. Trump is 13. Haley is 4. 5 and 0, 0. Everyone confirm our numbers? We're good? Okay, let's do our grand total right down across here. We've got Trump with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28. Nikki has 28, 30. 37.
Nikki.
With that, 2. 1. DeSantis. 11. Yes, you can. You can snap that. Here, I'll do it this way for you so you're not confused with it. Thank you. Everybody have that? Everybody take that? I'd like to see, there's our grand total for your lovely shot.
Handwriting on a piece of paper seems so official, doesn't it?
Very short. Safe and secure. Yep. Yes, are you good? You're done? We'll lay it down again. You want to announce again? Yeah, probably. Hey, Jess, you want to go up on the stage and announce for everyone 61?
You're happy with it.
So the vote results for Des Moines 61, Polk County. We had 8 votes for Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley 2, Vivek Ramaswamy 4, and Donald Trump 37, for a total of 51 votes from Des Moines 61.
From Des Moines, 58. We have Donald Trump with 28, Nikki Haley with 38, DeSantis with 11, Vivek with 2, Asa with 1, for a total of 80 votes.
7, Trump 25, Nikki Haley 13, Ron DeSantis 8, and Vivek Ramaswamy 2.
All right, folks, we're going to move on now to party business. If this is what you came for here, you are dismissed. Thank you for being part of this.
They want the total for precinct 57.
Oh, what's the total, dear?
Roman numeral math here, sorry.
All right, let me do it real quick. Yep. 10, 35, 40. A total of 48 votes for Des Moines 57.
What's the breakdown?
Oh, you couldn't hear it? Okay. Donald Trump 25. Nikki Haley 13. DeSantis 8. Ramaswamy 2. No other votes. As soon as the folks who are leaving us at the party, we check out the
Well, it was really cool that I put on our signal map for the whole campaign.
And there was a big thing about whether to serve any of the I got it. You're not old enough. You're not.
No, this is a beach bus. This is about a Mustang.
artists have written songs. So they're somewhat restricted. It's at 55, however, it's 3%. So, 2.9 seconds.
Just right, and the radio well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know, sweet tea, pecan pie, homemade wine, where the peaches grow. My house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled with love that's grown in southern ground, and a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on Friday night.
That is real. I'm on trial, and I'm here again in prison.
God's recipe. There was a knock on the door around 2 o'clock. 2 uniforms and her heart stopped. Yellow ribbon round an oak tree, blowing in the breeze. Here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long. Shut down, the whole town showed up, sang Amazing Grace, watched the slide show up. It's 22 years, there was laughs and there was tears, and that preacher talked about sacrifice and traffic stop for them Cadillac lights. Johnny sold beer half price that night, everybody raised their minds, singing here's to the ones that didn't make it back home. Ones we ain't seen so long. The whole of the beer was a wish they were here once, and I forgot gone. In a bed, An old cowboy was riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hoods were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of air went through them as they thundered through the sky. Boy saw the riders coming hard, while he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes are blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky. All the horses snorting fire as they ride on to their cry. As the riders looked on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. They are with us, you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky. Those riders in the sky.
children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. When you
devil finished, Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son. Let's sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done.
Try to get over the camera in front of me.
The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Ready to know like no time low. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. But I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been. He played found him out for a ball. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Ready to don't find no time. must be lights burning bright somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in the sky. Oh, blue, if I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand. Tell me why, oh why, oh why can't my dreams come true? Oh why? There must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong wind of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why, oh why, oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with a too-much rain. We're trapped in a world that's Got to be birds flying higher than the sky. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why, oh why.
for second. Let's just say it finishes during the time. And there's such a big difference between second and a former president. Is there any ounce possible for second place?
Well, it depends on how it's received in New Hampshire and how the press coverage is. And my sense is if there's a tight race for number 2, they will then go to New Hampshire and see if there's somebody who emerges as the alternative to Trump. And New Hampshire is going to be far more conducive to Haley than it is to DeSantis, even the DeSantis people in the United States.
And he's going to South Carolina first, and then New Hampshire. At least that was the plan before tonight. We'll see if that plan still sticks. We're going to squeeze in a clip. We're going to people who do convey. We're going to hear, we're going to hear from former President Trump. It's going to make there's a little bit of delay, so we'll get this victory speech moments away. Quick break, we'll be right back.
I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. over the road. Man made the train. Where the hell it goes?
Okay. We're getting somewhere with
Man made the lights.
Okay.
Check us out of the car.
Okay.
And man made the
Thank you. I will give it back to you.
This is the man.
lights burning bright. Got to be birds flying higher in the sky. If I can dream of a better land,
I just wanted my phone to turn on.
all my brothers walk hand in hand. Tell me why, oh why, there must be peace and understanding someday. Strong with the promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining forever, then tell me why, oh why, that sun we're lost in a cloud with a too-much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, you can redeem his soul. That's why. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer is gonna come. Out there in the dark, there's a reckoning tale. Oh yeah, while I can walk, while I can stand, while I can talk, while I can dream, living my dream come true. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next president of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, there ain't no doubt I love this land. today. But there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Well, I want to thank everybody. This has been some period of time, and most importantly, we want to thank the great people of Iowa. Thank you. We love you all. What a turnout, what a crowd. And I really think this is time now for everybody, our country, to come together. We want to come together, whether it's Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative. It would be so nice if we could come together and straighten out the world and straighten out the problems and straighten out all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing. It's practically never been like this. It's just so important, and I want to make that a very big part of our message. We're going to come together. It's going to happen soon, too. It's going to happen soon. I want to thank some of the great people. We have so many senators. If I go through every name, we'll be here all night, and everybody's going to get angry at me. But the senators, the congressmen from Washington, they came down from all different states. I want to thank you very much. I want to congratulate Ron and Nikki for having a good time together. We're all having a good time together. And I think they both actually did very well. I really do. I think they both did very well. We don't even know what the outcome of second place is. And I see Carrie Lake. Congratulations, Carrie. I spotted her. I have to announce because she's terrific. Going to be a senator, a great senator, I predict, right? Going to be a great senator. And I also want to congratulate Vivek because he did a hell of a job. He came from zero, and he's got a big percent, probably 8%, almost 8%, and that's an amazing job. They all did. They're all very smart people, very capable people. I think most importantly, I want to thank my incredible wife, First Lady, I'll say former and maybe future. But more important than Melania, I want to thank her incredible, beautiful mother who passed away a few days ago. And she's up there, way up there, she's looking down and she's so proud of us. And I just want to say to Amalia, you are special, one of the most special people I've ever known. And that was a tough period of time for the family, but she's amazing. She was amazing. So I just want to thank what she's done for our family and her husband, who's home right now and very lonely. He's a lonely man, but he's going to be okay. Victor, great people, great parents to all of us, really, great parents, but also to Barron. Boy, did she take care of Barron. That's how he got so tall. He only ate her food. And I want to thank my family generally. They've worked so hard, and they've taken so much abuse for being good people. I mean, good people. But Eric and Don, they really did. These two have been working so hard, and they have another job also, so they have to do it all. But they've been working so hard, and I know that Ivanka is home and Tiffany's home. They're watching, and I know that Barron's watching. Good old Barron. I said, "You're going to be a basketball player." I said, "Well, I like soccer, Dad. Actually," I said, "at your height, I like basketball better, but sometimes you can't talk them into everything." But he's a special boy. But the whole family is just incredible, and my sister Elizabeth, who's just the biggest fan. She's just an incredible person and always supportive. We love Elizabeth so much. Also, we have a woman who took a big chance. You know, in most states we have support of everybody, the Congress, the senators. We had Marco Rubio, we had Rick Scott the other day. Probably 55% of the senators, and now they're all calling and saying, "We want to endorse you, sir." I said, "Oh, good." Same thing with the Congress, men and women. We have tremendous, much more than anybody probably has ever had in this position. And we love them all. They're great. They're really trying to do a good job for our country. But one woman in Iowa who really stepped up was your Attorney General, Brenna Bird. She really stepped up. Where is it? She stepped up. She's going to be your governor someday, I predict. We'll be watching, but she really did. She broke away from the pack. And she had tremendous courage, and it wasn't easy. In some states it's easy, in other states it's a little bit more difficult. But we have really the support of the people of Iowa, which has been just incredible. Another man who was actually the first person to endorse me in the entire country. He's a state senator. His name is Brad Zahn. He looks like he's the most handsome guy, I think. Oh, you made it. He had to drive from his caucus location. You made it. I call him the Marlboro Man.
Well, I'll tell you, I had to actually do a TV interview bragging about you. The reason why I was late was because of that. But is he awesome or what? I am honored to be the first person in the United States to endorse this guy. The next president, the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump!
And when he says endorse, we're really talking about 2015. He endorsed me before, actually, long before I knew I was going to run. I said, who's this man in Iowa? He's a senator, a state senator. It's a good-looking guy, too. Doesn't he look? You could pay him and give him a lot of money. And by the way, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for being here. You are so great. Comes all the way from Missouri, which isn't that far. You can't drive an electric car that far, though. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. The group of people that we have on the stage is just emblematic of the tremendous group that we've had. We've had such a great team. You know, we did well. We were looking really good in 2016. And just to go back to the senator, he was saying, I said, who is that guy? Brad, his name. Who is he? He keeps endorsing me. He keeps saying Trump. And I didn't even know I was running. He endorsed me 4 months before I knew I was running, about 4 months before the Escalade ride down with our great First Lady. And that was Brad. I said, who is he? So he was the first one. But we have people that are so incredible. Your Republican Party Chairman, Bobby Kaufman, and his son, who is a brilliant guy, and he worked with us. And I will tell you, that is a family of real professionals. Matt Whitaker, who is the very talented and very good Attorney General. Matt is around here somewhere, so he's been with us all the way. You know, we have a man that was very impressive. And I say, there's nothing wrong with it. He's so solid and so good that he didn't catch on. Sometimes being a little controversial is good. He's so perfect. Although he did break his leg during the campaign, that wasn't so good. But it sort of stood out a little bit. But Doug Burgum from North Dakota, the governor, and his beautiful wife, Catherine, and we got out of the race. What people don't know is that he actually supported me on the other side twice already, right? Then he decided to do it, and he was outstanding. But the traction is never easy, right? You need controversy for traction sometimes, and this guy is the most solid guy. There's no controversy whatsoever, and he's one of the best governors in our country, and I hope that I'm going to be able to call on him to be a piece of the administration, a very important piece of the administration. And also, just to conclude with this, the entire Trump team, and that includes my two boys who are really here all the time, whenever we needed them. Whenever we needed them. They are great, Eric and Don. And look at all these people. Oh, Susie, I have to say. And Chris. And they want no accolades. They just want a victory, and they want to make America great again. That's all they want, actually. They don't want to be speaking. They don't want to have pictures. They just want to do their job, right? I want to thank you very much, Jason, everybody. You're really fantastic. What a job you've done. Thank you. So we're going to come together. We're going to drill, baby, drill, right away. We're going to seal up the border. Because right now we have an invasion. We have an invasion of millions and millions of people that are coming into our country. I can't imagine why they think that's a good thing. It's a very bad thing. I think it's a group of people that are probably larger in number than New York State. And we can't have that. We can't have that. It's not sustainable as a country. It's horrible. And you know, they're coming from prisons and jails. They're coming from all over. They're coming from countries that most people have never heard of. And they're coming from mental institutions and insane asylums. They're being emptied out into our country. And they're terrorists. Many terrorists are coming in. You know, in 2019, I saw just recently on a poll, they had none in 2019, no terrorists. Now, I even say there's got to be some, but they have none. And then as soon as this group took over, they have hundreds and hundreds of terrorists coming in, known terrorists, some of them really bad. And many of them are in, and they came in, and nobody knows where they are. This is not a good thing. And we're going to have to deport. We're going to have a deportation level that we haven't seen in this country for a long time, since Dwight Eisenhower, actually. So I don't want to be overly rough on the president, but I have to say that he is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country. He's destroying our country. And, you know, my wife attended the funeral 2 months ago of Rosalind Carter, and it was beautiful. And Jimmy Carter was there, and I thought to myself, Jimmy Carter is happy now, because he will go down as being a brilliant president by comparison to Joe Biden. He'll be a brilliant president. He's going to be known as brilliant by comparison. So we have to stop the invasion. We have to bring down our energy. We have to, you know, I say all the time, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any other nation anywhere in the world. And we have to stop the crime, and we have to help rebuild our cities, and we have to rebuild the Capitol, Washington, D.C. I was there on one of the Biden indictment trials. You know, this is the only person this never happened before, but I go to a lot of courthouses because of Biden, because they're using that for election interference. And it's on things like election, and I don't know if you know, but they did polls tonight on the election of 2020. Do you believe it was honest or not? 82% said it was not. And we can't have that, Chairman. We can't have that. You can't have a situation like that. So we're going to straighten out our elections. We're going to do a lot of great things. We're going to try and go to paper ballots as soon as possible. Voter ID, one day. Elections. You know, we have these elections that last for 62 days, and if you need some more time, take as much time as you want, and so many bad things happen. We have to get rid of mail-in ballots, because once you have mail-in ballots, you have crooked elections. Actually, Jimmy Carter's commission said that a long time ago. We're going to rescue our economy. We're going to save our economy. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. There was never a greater economy, and now we don't. And when you look at what's happened with inflation, inflation is destroying. You know, they call it a country killer. Going back hundreds of years, Germany, countries that had big inflation are dead. They become dead countries. We have to stop that immediately, and we want peace through strength. Russia would have never attacked Ukraine, would have never done it. Putin and I get along fine. We get along very well. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. The fake news, which if the fake news would become real and honest news, 90% of our problems in this country would be solved. So, Russia would have never attacked. Israel would have never been attacked. The Ukraine situation is so horrible. The Israeli situation is so horrible. What's happened? And we're going to get them solved. We're going to get them solved very fast. I actually said Ukraine. I know President Putin very well. I know Zelensky very well. I'm going to get him in. We're going to get it solved very quickly. Should have never happened. Would have never happened. Now you have all that death, far greater than people understand. The numbers are far, far greater than anybody would even think possible. You're going to find that out in the years to come. When they knock down these massive buildings in Ukraine, and then you see they announced 2 people were slightly wounded. No, many people were killed. Many people were killed. We're going to get it stopped. But it's so sad because it should have never started. People killed and a culture destroyed. You can never replace 1,000-year-old buildings with the most beautiful golden domes and churches and everything, just all rubble now. And it's so sad. Would have never, ever happened. And likewise, Israel would have never been attacked. It all comes from Iran, and we would have had to deal with Iran very quickly at the election where we, by the way, got, and I say we because it's all we got more votes than any sitting president in the history of our country. But they say we lost by a whisker. But regardless of that, we're going to do incredible things, and we're not going to let China do what they'd like to do. I get along great with him also, President Xi. He's a very strong leader. And we're going to get things solved. We're going to get the Ukraine war solved. We're going to get the Israeli situation solved. But if you think back to that, Iran was broke. I said to every country, anybody does business with Iran, buys oil from Iran, they were broke. We're not going to let you do business in the United States. And that's the way it is. They did very little business, almost sold no oil. Nobody wanted to do that. That's a big penalty. And what happened is they had no money to give to Hamas and to give to Hezbollah. And in fact, there were a lot of stories at the time. They had no money for terror. And for 4 years, we had no terror. We had the terror ban. We had the terror ban. They called it the Trump travel ban, but it was really the Trump terror ban. We don't want people in our country that are going to blow up our shopping centers. Thank you very much. And we want a country of law and order. So we're going to rebuild the capital of our country, Washington, D.C. We're going to scrub those beautiful marble columns and get the swastikas off them. And we're going to scrub them and get the graffiti off them. And we're going to clean the streets, and we're going to rebuild the streets. And we're not going to have rusted medians through the middle that are falling down into the roads where foreign dignitaries from all over the world come and they look. And we're not going to be riding on top of garbage like I did just a month ago, riding on top of garbage. We're going to rebuild our beautiful Washington, D.C., and we're going to take control of it, and we're going to make unbelievably harsh penalties for people that go around shooting. Last week they shot 3 people. And every night something happens. It's so sad. And likewise, we're going to rebuild our cities, and we'll work with the Democrats to do it. I'd be glad to work with the people in New York. We're going to work with the people in Chicago and LA. We're going to rebuild our cities, and we're going to make them safe. And we're going to give our police officers immunity. So every time they do something, they don't get sued and stopped. We're going to end crime in our cities. In Iowa, you don't know what that means, but I'll tell you, this is a different place. You don't know about crime. You don't know about getting mugged and getting whacked and getting thrown into subways. We're going to stop it. And we're going to come down very hard on criminals, and we're going to stop crime in America. So I want to just finish by saying that this has been an incredible experience. The people have been, this is the 3rd time we've won. But this is the biggest one. They said, well, if you win by 12%, that's a big win. That's going to be very hard to do. Well, I think we more than doubled that, I guess. Tripled it, maybe. They said, you'll never get over 50, and I just left and we're at 54. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with it, but they said, you can't do that, sir. I said, what's about the highest? Well, you could get into the 40s, maybe 40, 41. And then I looked up, and, you know, it was very interesting. I didn't know they called it early. I thought that they called it at about 10 o'clock, my impression. See this gentleman? He's dressed like a wall. I love this guy. He's been at 150 rallies probably, right? He has the most beautiful outfit I've ever seen. It's all beautiful brick. Will you come up here? Just come up here. Come on. It's so nice. Come on up here. He's emblematic of what we did. We built over 500 miles of wall. We were going to add another 200 miles. It's much more than we promised. And we had the safest border in the history of our country. Now we have the worst border in the history of the world. Look at this man. Congratulations. Nice to see you. Take care of yourself. I love that outfit. I love it. That's great. We love it. That's a hot selling jacket, by the way. But that represents what we did. No, we built a tremendous, that's the reason. And we got Mexico to give us 28,000 soldiers free. And we had remain in Mexico, and we had catch and release in Mexico. And we did it. We had the safest border in our history. We had the greatest economy in our history. We were a great nation 3 years ago, and now we're a nation in decline. We are going to turn it around so fast. It's going to happen so fast. We're going to drill. We're going to make great. We're going to have great wealth. We're going to drill. We're going to use that money to lower your taxes even further. We gave you the biggest tax cut in history. And we're going to lower them further, and we're also going to pay off national debt. It's about time. It's about time. So it's now off to New Hampshire, a great place. We won it last time, and we won it both times. And we love it. The people are great. But you know, the truth is, the people in our country are great. They're all great. So we love Iowa, but they're all great. They only want to see one thing. They want our country to come back. They're embarrassed by what's going on. Our country is laughed at. All over the world, they're laughing at us. And they want our country to come back. They want America, you know, they want us to be great again. It's a very simple. MAGA, make America great again. And America first. America first is a very important part of MAGA. So we're going to put America first. We're going to make America great again. Again, Iowa, we love you. You are going to, you just go out and buy larger tractors and more land. Don't worry about it. And to all of the people standing behind me and all of the people in this room, so many great politicians and great dignitaries and friends, I just want to thank you all. This is a very special night. And this is the first, because the big night is going to be in November when we take back our country, and truly, we do make our country great again. Thank you very much, everybody. Great honor. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh!
Well, thank you. Thanks so much. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at us. We love you too. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at us. They spent almost $50 million attacking us. No one's faced that much all the way just through Iowa. The media was against us. They were writing our obituary months ago. They even called the election before people even got a chance to vote. But they were just so excited about the fact that they were predicting that we wouldn't be able to get our ticket punched here out of Iowa. But I can tell you, because of your support, in spite of all of that they threw at us, everyone against us, we've got our ticket punched out of Iowa. And what I learned by going around Iowa is that this country has a basic decency. We've got hardworking people, God-fearing people, patriotic people. You just don't see it every day because of all the nonsense that gets spewed out there by the media, by social media, all this other stuff. People want to have hope for this country's future, and that's what we represent. We represent a chance to reverse the madness that we've seen in this country, to reverse the decline of this country, and to give this country a new birth of freedom and a restoration of sanity. That's what we are going to do. So we have our marching orders. Our marching orders are to do all we can to preserve what George Washington called the sacred fire of liberty. The same fire that burned in Philadelphia in 1776 when our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence. The same sacred fire of liberty that burned at a cemetery in Gettysburg when our first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, pledged our nation to a new birth of freedom. The same sacred fire of liberty that was on the beaches of Normandy in 1944 when our band of brothers stormed those shores and helped free the world. The same sacred fire of liberty that was at the Berlin Wall in 1987 when Ronald Reagan stood there and said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." This is our responsibility, to carry this torch and to preserve this sacred fire of liberty. Don't run away from this responsibility. We welcome this responsibility. We thank you for your effort. We thank you for your support. You helped us get a ticket punched out of the Hawkeye State. We have a lot of work to do, but I can tell you this, as the next President of the United States, I am going to get the job done for this country. I am not going to make any excuses, and I guarantee you this, I will not let you down. Thank you all. God bless you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's bring out the First Lady.
The fight is tough. You gotta stand your ground. If you still believe in the American dream, then never back down. Never back down. Never back down. If you still believe in the dream, then never back down. They shame us just because we love our country, attacking everything that we hold dear. They shame us for our faith, our flag, our family. So why the hell are they still living here? If you've had enough of the same old crap and you want to rise up, well, the time is now. Oh, the fight is tough. You gotta stand your ground. If you still believe in the American sacrificed against all odds. But we came from the greatest generation. And we believe in one nation under God. If you've had enough of the same old crowd and you want to rise up, well, the time is now. Oh, the fight is tough. You gotta stand your ground. If you still believe in the American dream, then never back down. Never back down. Never back down. If you still
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next President of the United States, Nikki Haley.
Thank you, Iowa. You know, I want to say before we start, when you go through something like this, you can't do it unless you have a faith. And God is so good. And I want to say to my husband, who is deployed, who I know may or may not be watching this right now, Michael, I love you. And what keeps me going is I know we sleep under the same stars. So I want to say to Rena and Josh and Nayland, I am so proud of you. The best job I will always have is being your mom. I want to thank my parents who are at home. Every day they reminded us how blessed we were to live in America. I want to thank my sweet brother who came out here and was caucusing for me. A good Desert Storm veteran, and I want to thank my other siblings there. I want to thank Michael's parents, Bill and Carol Haley, who've been fantastic along the way as well. You can't do this without the strength of your family. I want to congratulate President Trump on his win tonight. We have had an amazing 11 months here in the Hawkeye State. I came to Iowa early and often, and I kept coming back, even though the cold weather is brutal. But the kindness of Iowans will never be lost on me. You're faithful, patriotic, and hardworking Americans, and I will forever be grateful for the time that we had. At one point in this campaign, there were 14 of us running. I was at 2% in the polls. But tonight, Iowa did what Iowa always does so well. The pundits will analyze the results from every angle. We get that. But when you look at how we're doing in New Hampshire, in South Carolina, and beyond, I can safely say tonight, Iowa made this Republican primary a two-person race. Tonight, I will be back in the great state of New Hampshire. And the question before Americans is now very clear. Do you want more of the same? Or do you want a new generation of conservative leadership? Spoken a lot of hard truths to America, and here's another one. I voted for Donald Trump twice. I was proud to serve in his administration. But when I say more of the same, you know what I'm talking about. It's both Donald Trump and Joe Biden. They have more in common than you think. 70% of Americans don't want another Trump-Biden rematch. A majority disapprove of both of them. Trump and Biden are both about 80 years old. Trump and Biden both put our country trillions of dollars deeper in debt, and our kids will never forgive them for it. Trump and Biden both lack a vision for our country's future because both are consumed by the past, by investigations, by vendettas, by grievances. America deserves better. A new direction under new conservative leadership. We deserve a president who will focus on the needs of our people, not on themselves. A president who will rebuild our economy, close our border, and stand up to our enemies. Most importantly, we deserve a president who will stop our self-loathing, end division and fear, and make America strong and proud. Our campaign is the last best hope of stopping the Trump-Biden nightmare. But it's more than that. Republicans have lost the popular vote in 7 of the last 8 presidential elections. That's nothing to be proud of. We should want to earn the support of a majority of Americans. All the evidence says that if it's a Trump-Biden rematch, it's going to be another toss-up election. It could go either way. We could have more disputes over election interference, and Joe Biden could win again, with Kamala Harris waiting in the wings. Lord help us if that happens. And then look at what happens when I go head-to-head against Biden. We win in a landslide. It's not even close. That means no recounts, no lawsuits, and no doubts. It means no more Chuck Schumer leading the Senate. No more endless votes for House Speaker because we'll have a huge House majority. We'll term limit the do-nothing Washington politicians. We'll rebuild our economy and secure our border. No more excuses. And make no mistake, we will restore our national pride. We are blessed to live in America, and it's time that we remember that. And as we head to New Hampshire, I have one more thing to say. We're going to win! Underestimate me, because that's always fun. I love you, Iowa, but we're on to New Hampshire. People I need to thank. Right here in Iowa, we have so many great supporters, and I only have time to mention a few, but it's important. Marlis Popma. Many of you know and love Marlis, who has been a conservative fighter her entire career. State Senator Chris Knoyer, our amazing state chair, who has been hustling all over the state, but she has been a fantastic friend. Thank you, Chris, for all that you've done. Our state rep, Austin Harris, our very first endorsement in Iowa, he believed in us when not a lot of people did. Marianne Hanusa, who helped us organize across the state, but particularly in southwest Iowa. Dawn Roberts. Dawn has made more calls and recruited more caucus captains than anyone else. Thank you, Dawn. Emily Schmidt and Rachel Gillenfeld are amazing women for Nikki chairs. Bill and Connie Funk. Y'all have been amazing friends. Thank you for everything. I truly do love you both. Thank you. The great mayor of Nevada, Brett Barker, who helped us organize in Story County. And I want to thank the many people who got out in the cold, and it's cold, and knocked on those doors. You are true patriots, and you made a difference in this race, and I will forever be thankful. And we have some people who went through a lot of travel hurdles to get here. But I got to tell you, I've got 3 friends who continue to show up every time. Congressman Ralph Norman, thank you, thank you, thank you. Senator Tom Davis, who drove like 800 miles to be here. Representative Nathan Ballantyne, who's always been my partner in crime. Thank you, Iowa. We're going to continue on. We're going to make you proud, and we're off to New Hampshire. Thank you very much. God bless you.